Hi everyone. We today with us have Kevin Missal, the Indian and popular author for Indian mythology. I'm quite amazed where everybody sort of looks at Greek mythology, you chose Indian mythology, and it did great. I think it's lovely that you're encouraging everybody to read about Indian mythology. We've all loved Kalki, and today we're going to talk about his latest series, Karna. Do you want to introduce us to the trilogy, and then we can talk a little more about it?
So it's a trilogy. It's basically only 2 books have come out till now, for now, but it's basically the undocumented parts of Karna's life. I mean, we all love Karna, Suryaputra Karna. Everyone knows him, but I think a lot of his life is not documented. A lot of his life is not told.
Yeah.
So I think that's what. Our job is to basically, my job is basically, and my publisher's job is to make sure that we give that life to the character.
So, how different is it from your first one, the new one?
From the first book of the series.
First book of the series to now.
I think it's more thrilling, shorter, crisper. I wrote it the same way I wrote Kalki books.
Yeah.
I always because I still remember I was having a chat with my wife, and I was like, my recent books have not been doing well. So I was very unfortunate. I'm like, what is going on? Like, what should I do? So she's like, go back to your roots, na. Write the way you wrote Kalki.
Right.
So I was like, when I wrote Kalki, I was doing whatever nonsense. I had no planning, I had no structure, I had no outlining of the book. And she's like, write that way. Probably that's out of chaos you might find order. So
you started overthinking?
I started, So I started to then write it the way I wrote Kalki.
Yeah.
Totally unstructured, no idea where the story was going.
Right.
And somewhere it picked up, and it actually became like one of the few books which I enjoyed writing.
Right.
And it has great characters, and it has, a lovely twist. And please do read it and let me know your thoughts also.
Absolutely. Since you write so much, have you ever felt a writer's block?
Yeah, a lot of times.
So how do you overcome?
Writer's block happens because either you're lazy or you haven't done enough research. So I make sure that I'm not lazy and I do enough research. So,
and is this series any different from the way you've written your other series? Like the style, anything that you've added in terms of writing creativity, writing style? It is Indian mythology, but how do you sort of make it?
I haven't changed my style. I think my style has always remained the same.
Okay.
From my other, I think as a writer, what happens at the end of the day is you end up, the style chooses you. You don't choose the style.
Right.
So I tried to copy my other the writer that I looked up to.
Yeah.
And it never worked out.
Right.
So I even wrote a book which was very similar to Rick Riordan. Something which is very similar. Absolutely, like you'll feel like it's a rip-off to Rick Riordan and Percy Jackson series. But eventually I found my groove, and
And you love it.
I mean, as much as I can love anything in my life.
Great.
Right.
Is there anything as an author that is hidden and which is yours very private, which your readers doesn't know about? Anything that is unique, different of you, that you haven't shared with anybody else?
So so that's a weird one, but I don't take baths when I'm writing. So it becomes a problem after a while.
Oh God!
So then I have to.
Spare me that ask.
You asked. No one knows, but I think by around third day I'm dead.
And everybody
my
else
wife is out of the room,
you.
or I'm out of the room. Either way. So,
Okay, lovely. When do we expect the next one? The second one?
The third one.
Yeah.
Depends on the publisher, to be honest. I think probably next year mid.
Next year mid.
They have to tell me whether they want me to go with Karna book 3 or they want me to go with some other book.
Yeah.
Though I want to write a horror Karna now, so that is something I'm.
Horror
so,
Karna?
Yeah, horror Karna. So I was. Third book is called Karna After Death.
Okay,
So what happened to him after he dies?
very intriguing.
So that is something I wanted to explore.
Lovely. As we close, I know that you've read a lot of classics when you were a child and a lot of adventure stories. Any books that you want to recommend to young readers?
So the book that made me actually fall in love with writing, not reading,
Yeah.
was Oliver Twist by
Oh,
Charles Dickens. So
beautiful.
I think definitely go. It has every element of suspense, mystery, drama, emotions, romance.
Yeah.
Everything is there. It's like a Bollywood movie. You know, so Oliver and
Well said, yeah. Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, BooksWagon, for inviting me, and thank you so much for being so kind. I was not expecting this, but
It's been our pleasure.
keep
Completely.
buying from BooksWagon, guys. Exclusive books available.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
This is Kevin Missal, and I'm the writer of Karna, Son of Surya, and you will be getting exclusive limited signed copies at BooksWagon.com. So do come and read these books and let me know your thoughts on it. Done? Great. Thank you so much.